Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you by BB. A reminder, as always, guys, there is no second best daily YouTube live stream to talk about these markets. Happy Thursday, guys. And I got to say, this week is already flying by. But even with that said, this is probably the second or third day in a row I'm coming to you with a very similar picture or a very similar context around this Bitcoin chart to break out or not to break out. But I'm Snorlax. You guys also know me as Tommy. I'm joined by Tucker and Jackus. We'll see if we can get the doctor on later. But speaking of doctors, Max is still a little bit under the weather. So y'all say some thoughts for him. I know he would definitely love to be cooking and hyping y'all up before this potentially upcoming Bitcoin breakout. But for now, he's still a little bit under the weather. So we've got a great panel for you guys today. We're going to be cooking some delicious alpha, some delicious, some beautiful charts, hopefully as well. But before we can do that, before we can start cooking, sharing all of that big, juicy alpha, I already see that you guys have been smashing the like button. Don't think that the fact that you had 40 or 50 likes before we even went live is lost on me, because it's certainly not. I'm still going to ask, the people left in the audience, and of course, if you haven't hit it already, to smash that like button for us. I think we've had a great week so far, and look, the like button is starting to bubble up. So is the Bitcoin USD chart, right? I mean, I said we've kind of been here for maybe 2 or 3 days in a row now where we haven't quite gotten the breakout that we think we're going to get. You have altcoins teasing it. You have Bitcoin teasing it. ETH is just kind of going sideways. But Bitcoin and alts are really, really teasing these breakouts. And I would argue ETH as well, even though of course, I had to get my little diss on it here at the start of the show. But even still, guys, it's a market that is at a very clear inflection point. It's waiting for that de facto green light to begin sending things. And I've been continually saying I think that's going to be more or less a domino effect, right? Bitcoin can get above 72, 73K. We're creeping up there, though. And you're going to see ETH run. ETH can get above, 4,000, 4,100, and then you probably see altcoins run. I do think that traditional domino effect that hasn't really played out over the last 8 to 9 months, but it is kind of looked at as the quote unquote like traditional rotation that we see in these crypto assets. I do think that can play, but everything right now is just waiting on Bitcoin to break above this range, whether that is a parabolic leg or whether that is, begins more vertical accumulation, who knows? But we do have quite a few assets that are just, very eagerly anticipating that Bitcoin breakout from up here, as well as the fact that you have, and we've kind of talked about it a little bit on Market Check already this week, but we are finally seeing some favorable options flows for ETH. You have open interest building, up a lot at this level, actually. Open interest has climbed a lot from the lows. These are things that you want to see. Not just open interest explicitly climbing at resistance, but the fact that you have volume building at range highs, guys. That's typically, much like a volcano, what you want to see before some sort of potential eruption. Like I said, whether that's a 10, 15K candle or whether that's like a 3 or 4K candle, regardless, if Bitcoin gets above the highs, I think the entire crypto market is going to feel much more favorable towards risk taking. And that is, at the end of the day, what we've been talking about, right? And the equity market really throughout, despite the fact that Bitcoin hasn't necessarily quite punched through that resistance yet, the equity market has given us plenty of signal throughout the week, guys. The dollar continues to look really weak, but still, and I'm going to highlight this as well. Bitcoin hasn't broken out, but I'd also say the dollar has not quite broken down. That is something that I still anticipate to happen. But when we talk about, kind of these correlations that when they go, you're likely to see them go together, right? Like the dollar dropping will probably come around the same time that we see Bitcoin begin to start really flying. So in that regard, of course, as well, you also have equity markets. The SPY and the NASDAQ, for God's sake, was up 2% yesterday. The equity market is already baking in the reflexive correlation from yields coming down, right? Like that's That's just the equity market doing what it does, which is be just an absolute machine, an absolute monster. We've seen it before. Yields come down, the equity market will absolutely fly. And I think as you continue to see rate cuts be priced in and baked into the market over the next few months, I anticipate that will probably be favorable, or continue to be favorable for obviously the winners that we've had over the last 9 to 12 months in equity land, but also our smaller plays, our small caps that fundamentally, small businesses will benefit from rate cuts, for example. But I'm going to go ahead and open the floor up, guys. It's a beautiful Thursday, at least where I'm at. I hope you're both having, a great start to your day, a good end to the week here. I really feel like this market, really all markets, feel a lot like a beach ball underwater at this point. We're just kind of waiting for, maybe that come to the surface type of candle from a lot of these charts. But how are we doing, guys? And what are we seeing in the market?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Yeah, I agree on Bitcoin. I mean, after staring at this for a while, I mean, we're at a pretty critical level here, guys. Like, I don't think that can be understated. The only I'll tell you this. The only thing that's really throwing me off here is this, man. This is the only thing that's throwing me off a little bit. Otherwise I'd say, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're gonna send. But maybe we kind of get like this action. We play on diagonal and then we go, something like that. I'd be fine with that, but it's got me freaked out a little bit. It's got me freaked out. Study this one, study all of them. Right now, there are times where it's bull chop, right? You bull chopped here, but I'm not a fader, man. I'm not a fader of it. It's throwing me off a little bit. So I don't know. I mean, if that wasn't a thing, if that wasn't there, I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go, right? Like it's time. Like even get rid of the volume profile. It's like you broke out of the diagonal, right? I mean, look, if you just look at the diagonal, it's nice to look at. Now, if you also just look at the horizontal, I like to look at them kind of separately, and then I'll put them both on the chart. But like, you are there, right? Like you are 1, 2, 3, 4. This should send. There's no reason for this
It
not
will.
to. Yeah, it needs to. There's no reason for it not to. There's just none. So, yeah, I don't know,
No
man.
reason, no reason to see downside ever again.
No, we'll never see. I mean, look at this chart. Would you long this chart? I mean, it's at support, but like looks weak, right? If you flip it, it looks weak. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's almost time. I mean, June's a good month. June's a good month for crypto, especially in election years, averaging 25% or whatever Satoshi Flipper tweeted out. But
Like I could on this chart, I could see one more upside to like
yeah,
65K, but
yeah,
essentially the breakdown is coming. So yeah,
yeah,
that's about that. I mean
yeah.
on
I don't even
Tuesday,
think 65. That would be brutal. That would be like, yeah,
yeah, that's not really possible. But listen, on Tuesday we saw the second largest inflows into Bitcoin ETFs in history.
hmm
And just so that was around 13K Bitcoin in inflows. And yesterday was 7K inflows. Even people like starting to like even Grayscale is starting to see inflows, which is crazy. Like all we saw was outflows from Grayscale, but lately we are seeing inflows even in Grayscale, which is crazy. So I think again it's only a matter of time. I know that the wait time is really annoying, just as it is for us, but there is really nothing you can do against it, right? The the patient ones always extract value from the impatient in the market. That's how they are designed. So that's that. But that was a question from Mark M. Was the trading view symbol that includes all altcoins except the top 10? Yes, it's others index.
Quarterly candles.
Can I put it? Can I put in the? And by the way, guys, I absolutely love that we basically just started, and we are already at 100 likes. It seems like we taught you guys the way around, against the megatech overlords, how to do this. You guys obviously don't want to see the soybean chart today, and I think you guys are doing an amazing job. If you guys want some alpha, let's squeeze this to 300, and I might cook. But I gotta remind, I gotta leave in 45 minutes, so we would have to be quick about it.
Wait, do you guys remember when we put in this 2-month candle and everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's over"? Oh,
Yeah,
man. I remember that.
can I put in the 6-month chart, Tucker? What are we even talking about here?
I know.
Study 2017. Can you look at the first 6 months bullish candles? Right,
Yeah.
in 2017. 1, 2, 3, and then boom. And people were like, we are already up this much, we must stop here. And then the largest candle happened, and then even larger candle happened after.
Yeah, like I'm like you are somewhere in this candle, in my opinion. You just are.
Yeah. I think we will start this one in 24 days, Tucker. So 25. 25 days.
Good.
That
Okay.
candle is happening.
I didn't realize it closed in
right.
24 days. Yeah. Maybe we're
Yes.
here, eh?
Yes.
Wow.
You see, he sees it now.
Second half of the year. Second half of the year gonna go crazy, huh?
I was actually using the 6-month chart. I started. I was showing it when I started my Twitter, which was in 2020. And do you see that basically COVID week candle, that giant hammer there on the 6 months in the middle?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was pointing to that, and I was like, dude, you guys all here are fucking bearish with a 6 months candle in the chart looking like this, and look at all those highs that were there on the 6 months. Like it was like perfect downtrend, right? Can you connect the dots there, Tucker, from like the top of 2017 on those 5 candles? Yeah,
The top.
the top, and yeah, exactly. So this is exactly how the local range is looking right now. Exactly. Like I'm sure you could find a time frame that looks exactly like this.
You
Like
mean
maybe
of
even
our little local?
Yeah, local range looks exactly like this, right? Maybe like on a monthly, or I'm not sure what the time frame would be, like maybe 10-day, weekly. Yeah, maybe like 3 weeks, maybe monthly, something like that. And we are kind of like on those, like maybe try monthly though. Try monthly. Could be interesting. Yeah, you see those highs? Those 3 monthly highs that are lower highs each.
Whoa, bring that down. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So those are getting raped.
Yeah, dude. I like the 2 week still, yeah.
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 And it's gonna look like that candle that broken through. That one, yes, in the middle.
The last 2 week candles look like sellers got absorbed and we're now about to engulf.
Yeah, this is absorption. Yeah.
And we've just continually grinded up slowly. I know some people have already pointed it out. I know open interest is high. Like technically we're back to the highs that we set at the previous range highs, but I don't really think like it's not an issue unless you start losing levels, and then it's an issue, right? Like what you want to see before a breakout is open interest climbing. you want to see open interest climbing, because how do you think that you're going to initiate the breakout if not for all of these passive shorts that we've built up and now absorbed over the last 2 or 3 months, guys? So I would say look at the open interest from, what Bitcoin did after its ETF range, right? Like when we pumped to 49K, we dumped to 36, 37. I remember open interest went right back to the highs, and people were saying the exact same thing that they're saying now. Like, oh, open interest is right back to the highs. What's going to happen? Well, lately it's typically when you get the open interest breakout, it's kind of the exact same as the breakout on price. So I would say that at least locally speaking, the bulls are still in control unless you lose maybe like 70K. And then we can start talking about that pullback into the mid 60s, maybe deeper, but not until then, man, not until then. I've been saying the longer we spend up here, the less likely I view a retest of lower prices.
So to add to that, Tommy, I think one major difference is that, yes, we might have open interest at new all-time highs at 14 billion, as what I'm currently seeing. But the major difference is in the funding, where like the funding when we first approached 74K, or or so, the funding was at 01, and right now it's at 0.002. Sorry to put it, like it was 1 decimal point, right? Back then it was like 0.1. Right now it's 0.02. That's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, exactly. I would argue too, when you zoom out and look at the full picture on OI, if you guys don't mind, I'll share my screen real quick, and I'll illustrate it. But like, it looks pretty stupidly bullish to me. But all right, let me cook. Let's look at some coin alives, boys. If you were trading this chart though, like this is more or less, that's a very clean retest of complacency shoulder from 2021. Like that looks ready to fly.
That's so bullish, dude.
And just look at the bull market in open interest, right? Wow, that's
Cheeto on the door.
Yeah, Cheeto on the door.
And you can see, like Jack has pointed out, funding at these highs was much higher than we're seeing right now. And you can even see where funding went negative was pretty close to the lows on open interest, which basically indicates to me that all of the long OI there was puked, or we have a lot of trapped shorts still from the low. One of the two. I would probably lean that we puked the long open interest more so than the short exposure. But, if you zoom in, of course, more granularly speaking, you can see exactly, where some of these shorts have probably come in. And, most of these negative deltas that we saw were above, consolidating above. We've been consistently not just consolidating above it, but we have been ramping up the open interest after we reclaimed it. I view these as bullish catalysts personally. And I'm going to add one more little bit of alpha here too, that I do think is bullish, is the coin margin contracts.
Yeah.
I talk about these all the time. And the open interest for coin margin contracts looks primed, guys. This looks absolutely primed to me. And it's much lower. So there's not quite as much froth locally speaking as maybe the open interest would lead you to indicate. This is your real indication of froth. When coin margin OI reaches back to all-time highs, that is frothy. But right now, this
maybe
looks like...
maybe you could explain to the audience exactly what coin margins are, because I suppose lots of them do not know.
You're right. Coin margin. Okay, so I was talking about this concept kind of on the call the other day, like the idea of convexity, right? It's basically going coin margin long. You are longing on perps, but longing using your coins as collateral. So you're like doubly long. But it also means if the market goes down, your exposure to the downside is that much greater, right? Like, so the more the percentage changes, the higher or lower your exposure is going to be to that because of coin margin. So if we're about to break out and potentially rip upwards, what you often see from ancient Bitcoin traders in Wales is that they will go long on coin margin perps instead of USDT margin because it gives them more convex exposure to the upside. So if we rip, maybe you would have just made like a 2 or 3x on your capital, whereas with coin margin, if we rip parabolically, maybe you make like 5 to 10x on that. And so coin margin was important in 2021. Obviously, it hasn't been quite as important since because, for one, as you can see here, like, look what happened to coin margin OI in the crash in May of 2021. I mean, it just got absolutely decimated, and you can see that it has not come back since then. Because, for one, this was a huge liquidation event. There was a huge change of hands as far as who was holding the coin. So ancient whales, super long on coin margin perps, they get liquidated. Where do those coins go? They go to the exchanges. And then, because of that, you have much greater emphasis on aggregated open interest because USDT denominated futures became that much more important versus coin margin as a result of that. So I will say there are some conspiracy theories about that, like, did funds and exchanges initiate the May 2021 dump because they knew it would basically shift the futures market share entirely to Tether? Maybe. You could definitely argue that. But what I think is most important about what we're seeing right now, guys, is that this is the first time that I could point to coin margin futures on a higher time frame. Like, if I'm just trading the chart, look this bullish since, probably 2021, man. Maybe even 2020. So to me, that's a big deal. If coin margin really breaks out, that's when you're going to, in my opinion, start to see parabola. And that might not be like a 1 or 2 weeks down the line type of thing. But the fact that you're seeing this begin to bubble up is a positive for price, man, because it's basically turbo leverage. That's the best way that I can possibly describe it. It's turbo leverage. So everybody who's coin margin longing is going to send the price higher. But locally speaking, I think this chart looks fantastic, right? Like, and it's not back to the highs. Open interest is frothier than coin margin, which is usually more often expressed as a way to get super, super long. So I think I'm kind of like yapping and rambling now, but I hope you guys kind of get the picture of why I think this matters. Froth is subjective. If you lose levels where froth has been building up, then it looks bad, right? Then the market is frothy in a bad way. But otherwise, you want to see that open interest. You want to see that volume come in to cause the breakout and get us out of this range, right? Because it's not just longs that are coming in, it's also shorts. And I would imagine there are quite a few defiant shorts, given that we haven't quite broken out yet. But maybe we do here over the next few days.
That was some great alpha from Tommy, guys. It definitely deserves a like and retweet button, because those of you
watching
on X,
300 likes, guys. 300 likes, and Jackus will cook for you
as well. That would be quite a stream then. Like,
that would be.
I see a lot of questions, and this is funny, Tommy, but lots of questions regarding the euro. Love to see that. We will definitely be discussing euro and maybe placing some bets there too on this stream. I suppose so. We will get Ian Tucker watch football. Like, he doesn't know this. Like, the American mind cannot comprehend this, but football is actually being played with food.
But the American mind will never understand. Yeah.
But no, we are just having fun. But the funny thing is that me and Tommy, because we are big football fans, we've been entertaining Europe before the stream went live. And I see that there's actually quite a demand from you guys in the comments. And lots of you have been asking me, what do I think of it? Who is going to be the winner, right? So, and I cannot choose friends. But listen, I usually love to watch, like, when predicting games in football, what has really worked for me always has been the live bets, right? Like, when I watched the first 20 minutes of the opening game, I could have easily said how the rest of the game is going to be played. And I do have a feel for that because I was professionally playing myself at one point. So I feel that I do get these right, but only after you see them actually play. Because like before the game, you kind of know the team, but then the game starts and everything can go differently. And last year I was sorry, the last year I was actually predicting it's going to be Italy and even Italians, and it's up there on actually. It's actually on my Twitter because
that's a
what?
good call. That was a
Yeah.
good call if you predicted them to win the Euros last time. They dominated.
I have, and it was actually after the first opening game when like I saw them playing ahead, but then I saw the first game and obviously the group stage. But even after the first game, and it's out there on Twitter because I already had Twitter at the time, so I was having fun with it, and I called for Italy to win. They have. I cannot say I'm going to be this good once again, but I definitely have to see the first games. But if I were to guess from the current nations, then Germany is always a force to count with, and they have done in the past Euro and World Cup they really fucked it up. Like there, yeah, there is going to be big pressure on them, so I think they'll go far in the tournament. Not sure they're gonna win. I think Switzerland has been growing rapidly in sports lately. Like we just had a ice hockey world championships, which by the way the Czech Republic won. I'm proud of, and Switzerland was the second. We beat it. We beat it USA by the way in the quarterfinals. That was nice to send you guys out. And but Switzerland was the second. And in football, Switzerland is also moving up. So I think they could be like a dark horse of the tournament. Not sure they're gonna win because they do not have that experience with finals. So even if they were to advance to the finals, not sure how would they do there. Apart from that, and since I cannot choose France, I think Portugal has a great team, and they could definitely move very far away. So I would go probably with like I could go with Portugal that they're gonna win this tournament, and yeah,
I kind of root against Portugal after they shunned Ronaldo out of the team in the World Cup. I'm not going to lie, but
yeah.
They do have a great team. They finally have a great team after he retired.
Yes,
they went basically 10, 15 years in a total lull for talent. But Tucker, who do you think is going to win the Euros this year? I'm curious.
I don't even know who's playing.
You don't know who's playing in the European Championships?
No idea. Is it just country? Is it just country versus country?
Yeah,
is it just like Spain, England, whoever? Not Italy. It'll never be Italy. They're terrible. I mean, Germany. Yeah, Germany's always good. I know England's good. Spain's what's
England?
France has Mbappe though.
Yeah, I would bet for France, but they forbid me to, so I couldn't choose France. But I would go for France. Tucker,
it's got to be France or Germany. It's got to be.
And I mean, England has a good team too, but the problem is that England cannot take the pressure when they get into semi-final or final. Like they always fuck up because of there is always this meme like football is coming home, right? I'm not sure if you heard that, Tucker, but like they'll go, football is coming home because football came from England, and but they had a problem winning anything for their nations, even when they had their golden generations like David Beckham, and which you may have heard of, and a few others. But they have a hard time because of the pressure from the newspaper and everyone, right? And the nation itself, like they desperately want to win, and they have a great team. They always do, but they just cannot take the pressure, and that's a huge one. That's why I was saying that Real is going to win against Borussia, also in this Champions League final. But that's another topic. Gonna read the comments. This could be fun, especially once we get
hilarious, bro. Yeah.
I already see, guys. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. They already are saying that. Oh man. Always saying that for England, but yeah, I mean, it would be kind of nice if England won, but just for the full euphoria that England would have. But yeah, Rodrigo, Tommy, are you with us? Is Tommy with us?
I don't know. He had his maintenance guy coming.
Rodrigo was writing a comment. Tommy,
Space Main said favorite team Chiefs, bruv. I've lived in Kansas City my whole life. Of course, the Chiefs. Come on now. Don't even play with me like that. No bandwagon here. They were terrible for the first 20 years of my life, so it is what it is. Now we're just winning. We can't stop winning. Steady on top. Oh, Eagles. Oh no, that's too bad. That's unfortunate.
Tucker,
Yeah, because you got to get into American football. That would be funny. You got to pick a team. You know, we play in England. We play a game in England like once a year, or whatever. Like the Jags go play somebody in England.
I could get into NHL, but not sure about American football though.
Bro, I gotta find something.
You need to Tucker. You need to scroll up and highlight a comment from Rodrigo about Tommy. you will know when you find it.
Ooh,
Rodrigo about Tommy. He posted it like not sure
about him wanting
yeah
Tommy to bring his daughter or his daughter to bring Tommy home. Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Hello.
I mean, hold up.
You need to highlight when Tommy gets back, man.
I know.
Don't say anything, just highlight it.
Let's see. I'll highlight it. Yeah, I don't think he saw it. Let's see. I'm trying to pull up.
Anyways, we should probably go back to the chart.
Yeah.
But I suppose that like what I love about these events is that when there's a World Cup or Euro, like especially with the World Cup, is that the whole world live with it. Like for months, nobody cares about anything, and just live with it.
Hold up. I need to present something. Oh wait, it's gotta be. Yeah. So this is American football, right? This is American football. I need everyone to study this. Imagine not loving this.
What I miss? I had a light change in the bathroom of my apartment. We're getting ready to move out. So
imagine not living for this, Tommy.
Tucker is shilling out his bags, man.
Are you showing Ray Lewis highlights? Oh man, what have I missed with the comments,
dude? What Tucker, are we talking about?
If I
you need to highlight it one.
American conversations. Yeah, I have.
He said Ray Lewis is a murderer.
Tucker, you need to highlight that comment we talked about.
Which one?
You know, from Rodrigo.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Man, oh man. That's funny as hell. I'm just reading the comments.
Oh, you haven't read this one.
Somebody asked me for your favorite team, Tucker. Did you tell him? It's unfortunate.
Yeah. He went for France.
Yeah, I told him. I'm almost there.
Oh man.
I mean, the comment section
doesn't know how to stop winning, man. He's been winning with BB. The Chiefs keep winning Super Bowls.
Yeah, the Chiefs can't stop winning, man. The Chiefs can't stop. Wait.
Oh, were you showing Dawkins hits? You know he's a Clemson man. Brian
Who?
Dawkins, Doc.
Oh, Brian Dawkins is a monster, dude.
He's a Clemson man. You know
he
that,
was
right?
one of my favorite. I can't find the comment, Jack, because it's too far back. I can't find it.
There is so many comments. Like it seems people are enjoying this, and I love it. Guys, you didn't know, but we're gonna start daily YouTube football chat from me.
just a sports. It's a sports podcast now.
Sports podcast, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, but Brian Dawkins was my favorite NFL safety besides Ed Reed. Okay, Ed Reed used to just
Ed Reed's the GOAT.
Punish people, dude. Yeah.
Brian Dawkins, Brian Dawkins is Clemson's first and only Hall of Famer, right? In football.
I did not know that. I did not.
No,
I know you're a huge Clemson guy, but
well, I mean, I went there.
Well, yeah, I know. I didn't know he went there though.
Yeah, he did. Fun fact. Before Clemson football was really that relevant, but we can move back to the charts, guys. We can. Oh,
we are Tommy.
We are in there. Oh.
Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
We are at 210 likes. Like people are enjoying this. But like usually at this time we gotta go to the soybean chart because we are not at 200. People are loving.
We kind of did that already because we talked about sports for 20 minutes. So
no, definitely.
What do we want to look at? What's happening right now? Hang on.
I'm actually not sure because not much is happening, to be honest.
Nothing ever happens, man. Jeez.
That Bitcoin price action is hysterical, man.
I know.
That's like the FOMO total levered FOMO death.
This is disgusting.
Yeah. This really does remind me of like that bottoming range we had on BTC in like August, right? When 2023, when it was just there for like, what was it? August, September, October, right? Like first half of October, and it was just nothing. Like people are like, do something. Come on.
What do you want me to? Somebody wants me to chart this. I mean,
it looks ridiculous, man. It looks like it hasn't even started moving yet. I don't even know what the market cap of Jasmine is. Let me check before I speak too bullishly.
What is the FDV on Jasmine?
2 billion. It's fully diluted though, basically. So
it is fully diluted.
That's not a bad.
Well, I mean, I guess it's like 0.01% of it that's not diluted yet, but it's fully diluted.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting this one.
Caspa's fully diluted too, and it's like 3.5 billion in that vicinity.
Yeah. No, it's not fully. It's mined like Bitcoin, right? So it's never like fully diluted, right? But
Jasmine or Caspa?
No, Caspa. Caspa.
I remember how everyone was hating on Jasmine. Price is up, tech good. It always plays.
Oh wait, can you do TA on Sol? Yeah, we got it.
No,
we got a $20
a coin on Sol, Tucker.
A coin on Sol. The ticker is, I can't say it up here. I can't say it. It's too small.
It's 10 million market cap.
I have one that's sub 1 mil right now on Sol. That is a cook. It is a cook. Wait, what are you talking about?
The super chat?
Yeah, what are you talking about? That was 10 mil.
It's talking about a coin on Sol, not Sol.
Oh, on Mini.
Yeah, it's a $10 million market cap coin. So I mean, we can look at it, but there's literally only like a month of price history on it.
Let me pull it up on deck screen and see. Let me just look first, and then I'll maybe share the screen. Yeah, wait, no, this is just no. We can't be doing that. Is it just no? This is just please pump my bag on your YouTube channel. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen.
It is, man. And we really gotta think about it as we grow, right? Because we are starting to get some nice numbers thanks to you guys, which we do appreciate. But as the numbers grow, we cannot be showing low caps on requests, but like
Yeah,
micro caps. It can be showing
He
lows.
did send a super chat though. So if you want us
he
to look at
did.
above like
Yeah,
50 and then send it our way and we'll look at it for you.
yeah. Like I can give you thoughts on it, but I don't want to share it on here necessarily. Honestly, if you really want to hear more about it, just go ahead and pop in the Discord, brother. We'll talk. We got a micro cap chat in the Discord that is going 24/7. Those guys are relentless.
They are
Absolutely
relentless, man.
relentless, dude.
They
Those
are.
guys are animals. They're in the trenches all day and all night. So if that's your thing, check it out. But um it hit 30 mil. He said it did at one point hit 30 mil. It did. That's true.
What do you guys think of With? I feel like the hype is kind of dying around it now, which could be a perfect opportunity for it to get sent.
Hold on. Should I give my thoughts on this mini chart? I think I probably should, man. I think it looks okay here. I think you can probably come back to like 10 mil on the dot, but I mean, you guys know the metrics you got to look at with on-chain coins are much different, right? Like you got to look at who like wallets and you know um how much percentage of the supply is burnt, all that stuff, which I'm not about to do like live on stream. So if I just look at the chart, it looks like it's begun an uptrend again, so I'll say that. But
Guys, just a reminder, we are sitting at about 225 likes right now. If you can push it to 300, you're going to get some extra special breakfast cooked for you by Chef Jackus. He does have to run in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, though. So you're going to have to make sure that you get those likes in here in the near future. That we're not going to be able to have him cook for you today. Either way, guys, we hope you're enjoying the content.
Listen. To be fair, if you guys do it on 300 likes in 12 minutes, I won't be able to cook today, but I'll cook tomorrow. All right, that's a promise. If you guys can do it, 12 minutes, go. FOMO like.
FOMO like.
I realized 6 million. Yeah, now you got me just trolling Deck Screener, man.
As I was saying, and Philip Mietka in the comment section is confirming that nobody's talking about With on the timeline. So I agree, and I actually get along, and I think it runs higher. Yeah,
I like With here. I like With. I don't know if it's going to go parabolic right away. I kind of think Pepe can go parabolic this summer to some degree, but I think that With will. It's like you said, Jackus. A lot of people are sleeping on it now, where it used to be like arguably the consensus meme coin trade, and you've had a big shakeout in time with this consolidation, and it's just been slowly grinding up higher, man. Through FUD and all, they just cannot break market structure down on it. I think it's just kind of another one of those coins that's waiting for Bitcoin to give it the green light. Bitcoin punches above range highs, and With is probably going to be up in the blink of an eye, probably like 20 or 25%.
This is, by the way, something that I was saying, that in a bull market, they cannot send the price down, right? Because there is just too much buying pressure. That's what's telling you we are in a bull market. But what they can do is that they can drag it sideways for several months and frustrate people. And they'll make you feel like it is over. Like, hey, you have right now, for example, Pepe has been front running, right? Pepe has gone up. And I mean, I suppose it continues, but the thing is that lots of people that has been in With will be like, oh no, like it's over for With. The Pepe is now the capo, I'm gonna go and exit my With and long Pepe, long whatever. And what will happen is that they will frustrate you out of With. You will chase something, and then the thing that you chase won't go, and the thing that you sold will go. And I've seen this cycle and cycle again. And that's what they can do in a bull market. They cannot send the price like 80% down to shake you out, but they can drag it sideways, frustrate you, make you feel like the chart is never going to go up again, and then boom, And that's what I think is going to happen to BIF.
Yeah, I think Pepe's bottomed here, man. I do.
Yeah.
I don't think you're getting more than 25% pullback, which you already got. It's a good level right here.
I think keep chopping. I mean, I
Yeah,
talked about it with
yeah.
you, Tucker, but I this one's going to go super hard in a few weeks. It's been leading the market off the low.
Yeah.
It set a capitulatory low, and it never encroached on it.
Mhm.
Literally just been straight grind with a higher low after higher low.
Yeah, you probably get a huge next leg. Like you probably get like that. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Let's see. Is Andy ripping? I haven't even taken a peek. Look at that. God.
This.
TA is phenomenal, man. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. What are we talking about? What a hold. Broke through the 1618 and held, man. 2 of them. I drew 2 of them. Broke through them both. Held. Yeah. That's nice. Higher.
Right.
On-chain coins have been very fickle. They've been very fickle. Like they don't trust the bid that has come on them, and so once they get to range highs, you just had sellers meet them point blank. But I'm gonna maintain, man. If once Bitcoin and ETH can break above that, I mean, I'd call it I wouldn't even call it a wall of worry. We can more reasonably just call it a simple resistance level. Like once we flip it, man, on-chain markets are going to go ballistic. They've been wanting to bid really hard now for, I would say, about 2 weeks.
Ooh, boys. We're looking a little toppy on dominance, aren't we?
It's been looking toppy, though. It hasn't broken down.
I know.
I don't know if it's about to send, but it could just keep grinding up. Who knows?
I mean, bro, I've been saying if we're gonna go to 80K, this is gonna pop. Like, there's no way that it doesn't. Like,
now listen,
I don't see it.
The difference, and this is something I'm gonna cook about in BB Discord and probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. But this cycle is way different from, well, not way different. It's different in a way how like the bottoming process is happening. So in the past one, we had like a mini bull cycle. Then there was that shakeout when BTC ran towards 31K. And then we saw Bitcoin dominance to absolutely die. This cycle, we are like getting this slow bleed. Well, in terms of Bitcoin dominance, that's a slow upside. Like they keep on making a new high after a new high. That's why you hear stairs up, elevator down, because they make you feel like it's never coming. It's never coming, never coming. You know, it's another high. But the Bitcoin dominance is basically where it was in September 2023. Like if you look at it, it's basically the same price, and it has not that much. And then it's going to be like boom from nowhere. And I know that lots of people kind of been saying this, but it's really how lots of these bottoms and tops can happen. Like if you look at, and I've been saying this fractal before, but if you're gonna look at Tucker, the top in Bitcoin in 2021 next to the Bitcoin dominance, next to it, right? And you're gonna go to like, I don't know, yeah.
What do you want, weekly?
Yeah, you can go as weekly or daily, like 3 days something. If you're gonna look at the way it has stopped in April 2021, right? That was also kind of like maybe you can go on like 3 days, but
yeah, let's get rid of that.
on the BTC USD chart on 3 day. Yeah, and then look at the April top, right? And that was also like the BTC chart was pushing higher, and it tried to push higher and higher, and suddenly it couldn't anymore. Like it ran out of energy and then just died. And I think this is going to be the same.
Yeah, I like the where's that? Where's this thing? Like I think
That
you've
could
got
be
to look at it
interesting,
on
yeah.
a different time frame, because when it lost the EMAs, it was over. But these are both on 3-day now, but this is like there's a lot more candles. So like I'm gonna just put this on the weekly. I think it looks a little more like, I think once you lose that, you're cooked. But like we've gotten below it before, right? Like this happened. So you know, I just think it's so clearly a trend. And like if you really want to play it safe, you just wait for these things to cross down and just you're gonna get that move, right? And this is gonna be all season. So yeah, even that looks better, but yeah.
I don't think it's as important, though, to be honest with you. If you are consistently picking the winners among altcoins, I don't think it really is that concerning. For Bitcoin dominance to do whatever it does. It's just going to juice your returns that much more on altcoins whenever it does break down, if it ever does break down. Obviously, I still think it's going to eventually break down from here, but predicting exactly when that is, like, I don't know. And I don't know. It could just keep grinding higher. But it will. I mean, it is painting the type of pattern. I don't know that any of us would debate that it's painting the type of pattern that's very much like a staircase up, elevator down, price action.
BlockFi partnered with Coinbase to keep returning funds to customers. We will also have that additional liquidity, says Carlos Yidi.
BlockFi and Coinbase.
Seems like
It's a bad look for Coinbase, huh? No,
I mean,
fine.
Coinbase is looking amazing. So
yeah,
it's like, I don't know. It's like longing New York Stock Exchange in 30s or something, like 35. Like 1935.
yeah.
Good old BlockFi.
Anyways, guys, I had a run. We have not, unfortunately, met the 300 price target, but we went pretty close. And maybe we can get it tomorrow. I would definitely love to cook. So tomorrow it is. But I gotta leave you guys and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Jackass.
See ya.
That greedy Jackass, man. That greedy Jackass. He didn't get the likes that he wanted. You guys, you let him down.
Greedy Jackass, man.
Don't worry, guys. We're going to keep cooking for you. Drop your tickers with reasonable market caps in the comments, and we'll get to some of them. We're not looking at your bottom of the barrel shitters, though. As we've said.
I'll do KeyCat though. KeyCat.
Well, I'm not talking about KeyCat when I'm
all right, yeah.
Difficult to know on this one.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, as long as you're like really above, I want to say like this box, I think you're fine. Maybe we can drop that down a little bit. As long as you're above that, I think you're cool. It would be nice to reclaim this little guy, but we'll see. We still got 8 hours. We could suck that back up, but I mean, this is it, man. Oh my God. Tommy.
What?
I shouldn't have faded myself, man. Look at this.
Oh my god.
I knew it was gonna happen too. Oh,
You're gonna sell the buyback lower? You're gonna short KeyCat?
No, I'm not gonna short KeyCat, but I'm saying I don't even think you can, but I'm saying this. I literally had this drawn on here, and I knew this was gonna happen. Like, we're probably gonna boom, and then we'll go. But that would have been a nice way to get more KeyCat though. Nuke it at 85. I think I literally had an alert set at 85. Oh, I must have been higher. I'd probably put it right on this line though at 86. On deck screener. Damn, bro. Don't fade the fibs, man. Don't fade the fibs. Don't fade this one up here at 200 mil either. Don't fade that. No, I think this is going. I'm not literally zero concern about this ticker. Negative concern. Like,
it's a cat that plays a keyboard, man.
It's a cat that plays a keyboard on base. Like, it's going higher. Like, in my opinion, okay. Like, literally zero concern about KeyCat. None whatsoever.
Every time I ask them to like send tickers in the comments, I'm always like amazed at the variety of tickers that we get, man. Oh man, we're gonna prioritize the YouTube comments, guys, but let's take a look at Ondo. We'll just start from the top. I think we got a request for GME as well, so we're gonna have to look at that. Define reasonable market cap. above 50 million, or at least like within 5 to 10 million of 50 million. If it's like 5 to 10 million market cap, man, we're not going to look at it. Not that we don't trade them ourselves, but we're not going to talk about it on our show.
No. What's the cutoff, Tommy? 25? 30?
Yeah, we'll say like probably 25 or 30, but some of it's our discretion, man.
Yeah, if it's real garbage, like I said, there's a micro cap channel in our Discord, and those guys are hitting bangers all day, every day. So
yeah,
you really want to talk about that stuff or hear us talk about it, it's in there. So anyway, Ondo. I mean, let's just check the fibs. You gotta, I don't know if I'm gonna take the listing wick, but
I mean, if you're holding this one from like 20 cents, you probably should just keep holding on to it. Honestly,
yeah.
It looks like it's going to be one of the better performing coins of the cycle.
We got
for VC
reverse on that. Yeah, I'd say you're still not quite. Ooh, that one's rough, man. That one's tough. Don't fade the 1618. Yeah, I would. If I was in from somewhere like sub $1, right? Like if I was in this thing, and I'm not, by the way, but if I was in from somewhere underneath that line, I would be getting out at the 1618. I'll tell you what, I've had experience with these VC scams, and when you hit the 1618, let me just give you guys an example. Okay, we're just gonna use this as an example, okay, and you will understand. We gotta reverse it though. Yeah, understand the 1618. And you got to see it on a lower time frame too, because it's wild. Yeah, just from this high to this low, overcooked, done. Does this look like Ondo right now? Like, does that look like the Ondo chart? Kinda, right?
A little bit.
Maybe.
Not quite as strong, but
no, obviously not as strong, but yeah, I'd be out if I was up a lot on this thing. I'd be out. Because it's really the only one of the VC like network of coins that's actually just gone straight up. Besides our good friend Carrot. Okay. Now this one we can talk about. It's over 100 mil. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what they're doing. I'm a fan of what Price is doing. I did not expect it at all. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect it at all. Who could have foreseen Tommy? Oh my god. Wow. I literally just did that just this moment. Boom. Oh
Called in
my
real time
god.
I think yesterday, right? Or the other day.
Study sniping the bottom. Wait, what?
Did you call that on market check yesterday or like earlier this week?
No. I was talking about I literally just saw this line just now. No, I was talking about this like for the last like 3 weeks. I was talking about this line. I said if we can hold that, I think we're gonna go higher. I didn't expect it to rip like 2x or whatever because it literally did. It ripped. Yeah, it ripped 2x. So, but that was kind of my line in the sand. But yeah, this is clean. If you can hold above there, I like that. This is again still the target. Okay, 183, 1618. It is a VC coin. You guys know what I just said about those, right? You guys know what I just said.
Love-hate relation with VC coins.
Yeah. Ben 10, you need to calm down. Okay. You need to calm down.
What is he spamming? Oh, yeah. No, I
MF
don't.
coin. I know
Is that
the
on-
coin. It's 50 mil. It's 50 mil. But I think, let me check.
We can't reward spamming, man.
No, we can't. No, you're right. We can't reward spamming. Is it 50 mil? Yeah, it's 53 mil. Yeah, no. You really cooked yourself there, brother. We totally would have looked at it.
Played yourself. This isn't like a Twitter reply, like our Twitter replies, man. You can't just rage your way to victory.
Boomer? What about Boomer, Tommy? Boomer's at 30 mil. Is that too low?
It might be too low, man.
Boomer, bro? Tommy.
Tucker.
It looks like, all right. If you want to hear our thoughts on the low caps Discord, it looks like, I'm not going to put it on the chart, but it looks like whiff. It looks like whiff.
There are a lot of charts that look like whiff.
Yes, and they're all going to send. So,
see, we got some requests. Did we get a Rose request? Where'd you see that?
Rose is an AI coin looking like it'll send.
Is it an AI coin now? It's one of those things that's rebranded probably 3 or 4 times.
This is just the Dino pattern. Every Dino coin is doing this right now, which they could go, right? They could send, but again, I think you just have better RR elsewhere. Yeah, no, it doesn't look bad, but you know, I'd rather buy KeyCat.
The cat that plays the keyboard.
Oh man, a $10 super chat for Boomer.
Oh man. All right, Cody, we can look at Boomer.
All right. Here we go. Yeah, boys. Yeah,
Tucker wanted to do this.
Yes, dude. Boomer. I'm excited about Boomer, man. I'm excited about Boomer. It's a good meme, good chain. That's it. That's as far as chart looks good. That's as far as I've thought about it. Truly. I mean, you could even break out. Hey, want to call for a breakout? There you go. No, I don't think it's really broken out of anything yet. It's a decent little uptrend though, right? Oh, ooh, I just saw the chart move. Somebody just nuked it a little bit.
Somebody used the stream as exit liquidity. Man, that's brutal.
Yeah, literally.
Cody, we're watching you.
Yeah, Cody. Who's Scott? I don't know who Scott is. He said, I'm the one who turned Scott onto it. I don't know who Scott is, bro. But yeah, I like this little uptrend. We'll see. Top AI picks. Let's just talk about it. We don't need to put a chart up.
I mean, Render's probably one. I don't know if I still have a lot of belief in Tao personally, but I think Render is. I mean, that's a chart that's trying really hard to bottom, but
it is.
How much is it going to run relative to other AI picks? I still don't think the market knows how to invest in AI at all.
No, it doesn't.
And that's
bullish. I mean, I still think memes are going to outperform. Kind of clean. I think memes are going to outperform everything still for the next like 4 months, 3 months, whatever. And then we'll see. Yeah, Render looks a little springier. I'll say that. Looks a little better. What about FET? Dude. God, man, I remember trading this in here. Stupid. Went to
they just
$3.
Merged with another. They merged with Ocean, right?
Yeah. I remember Ocean Protocol from 2021. Is this
a bear flag or?
Yeah, I know this.
It's kind of tough.
It is kind of tough. I mean, yeah, brother. That's what I would do. Easy invalidation either way. Little 7R banger right down to this FEG.
Yeah, we've been shilled graph like 5 times, so we should probably look at it. I think by different people, but I guess it's an AI coin now.
Yeah, no, they rebranded to AI. GRT.
Oh, I got my stimmy game on.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every dyno chart looks the same, bro. They all look like this. They all look like that, which is fine, right? That's good. You know, if Bitcoin breaks out, they're all literally just gonna do that immediately, probably. But
yeah, I mean, everything is basically just waiting on Bitcoin here. Like, are you gonna break out or not?
Everything, bro.
You punch above the highs. You punch above the highs. To me, that's a signal that we're probably about to be risk on for quite a bit with Bitcoin and crypto. And if you can't, I wouldn't even want to know what would happen if we don't break out here, because then you probably get a pretty substantial wipe of open interest, and
you probably get this.
I think it would probably be uglier at this point. But
what, Tommy?
Well, I don't think we're gonna. That's the thing, though. Like, I don't think we're gonna pull back from here. But if we do, we're going further than that.
What are you talking about? No. I mean, we could totally pull back from here, bro, and be fine. Well, you could, because you think the OI is so.
We've been boosting OI on this higher low to such a degree, both on USDT margin and coin margin, that we need to break out.
We need the boomers to bid again, bro. Yeah, I like the little vertical accumulation thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Study 34 to 37K, right? Boom. Come on now. Do we need Agron?
No. Oh god. I mean, I don't imagine the agger for a BART if that happened to go, man. The long liquidations would be hysterical to listen
But look
to.
at this. This is nice. This is nice. I like this. You
No,
don't-
it looks fine to me, man. Like
yeah.
we've literally just been slow grinding higher all week.
Mhm.
And it's done it in a fashion where every dip has been trapping shorts and using them as fuel for higher. And they've simultaneously been just like decimating everybody who's been trying to FOMO into breakout longs at the same time.
Yes,
So
look at this. Just destroying breakout long. Look at this chart. Like
that's pain.
That's pain. Yeah.
That's pain. But if it breaks out, then it's moot. Like, who even cares? We're going to go substantially higher. Probably not necessarily in the immediate term, but if you can punch, like everything in this market is going to go higher if Bitcoin breaks all-time high. Even if it's not in parabola, if it's just slow grinding higher, everything in this market is going to take that as a green light for risk.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
I mean, this structure literally looks identical to let's see. Yes, there it is. Study it. Maybe a little bit more. Study. Oh man, there she is. There she is. Maybe a 12-hour. Yeah. Resolve that up, baby. Resolve that up.
Moon that.
What are we talking about? Moon that crap. Paul, he tweeted that. Yeah. It doesn't have to do that, but
I just feel like it makes sense, man. It makes contextually, there's just way too many things pointing to this market to break out. That I just feel like if you cuck it and you drop below 70K, I would be concerned if that were to happen. But I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Lose this line and it's lights out.
That would be unironically, we're going to have like a massive wipe if we lose 70K. But
dude, the guy in your Discord was literally said something like that the other day, and I was like, I just told him to believe in something. And
was it oh yeah, I know who it was.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, he's literally lose this line and it's lights out. I'm like, bro. Zoom out, brother. Zoom out.
No, I mean, we've all reacted like that, right? Where we have
For
high
sure.
time frame opinions, and then we're like, so maybe you have like a specific account that's way over levered, and you're like, well, yeah, if we lose this level though, it's lights out.
Lights out.
Lights out for the market or lights out for me.
For your margin long, yeah. Literally.
But I think that's probably a good spot for us to be wrapping things up. We have been running for about an hour 15 for you guys. Shout out to you all for smashing the like button. We almost hit Greedy Jack's threshold, so maybe we can get there tomorrow. Either way, I'm sure he'll be looking to cook for you guys at some point, either tomorrow or next week. The market as a whole is very much, as we've continually said, guys, like this is the most clearly defined inflection point on Bitcoin you can possibly have. And we're just waiting for the market to show its hand, give us some guidance as far as what it wants these next few weeks and months to take the flavor of. But real quickly, before we start wrapping up the show, a few housekeeping measures to run through, of course, as always. A reminder, guys, we have just launched our hedge fund here over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Officially, that is BB Wealth Management, something that's been in the works literally since, BB was incepted. So, I mean, over a year and a half or more of work has gone into it on the back end. Legally speaking, a lot of stuff as well. But as a general overview, guys, BB Wealth Management is a long-short hedge fund run by the BB team. And as you guys could probably guess, it involves trading and investing in digital assets. We utilize the experience and the skills of the people in our team to navigate these markets in a way that takes into account both crypto's historic propensity for upside as well as the investment risk posed in any market. So if that's something that interests you, maybe becoming an LP, becoming an accredited investor to be able to participate, we do have more information linked in the description of this video. Of course, as well, if you email us with the listed email, I think it should be in the description, but if it's not, our BB Wealth Management Twitter also tweeted out. We can get back to you via email as well and answer any questions that you might have. Of course, not to forget the BB Academy. And if you aren't here yesterday, you don't know this, but we did finally officially raise the price to fair value, which is $4.99 a pop. I've been telling you guys that was coming for days, for weeks even, to the point where some of you probably doubted that I was even telling the truth. But fear not, because I was, or don't fear because you didn't buy it because of that. But either way, it's $4.99. You can learn educational tidbits from every single member on the team, of course, as well as the individual niches that we love to approach these markets from. And obviously, we have very different styles. So that says a lot. But yeah, moving on to programming, guys. Of course, if the BB Academy is something that interests you, we have more information in the description below. But for our programming market check, if you enjoyed today's show, we'll be back for another episode at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning. We are live Monday through Friday. And as you guys can see, we will talk about literally everything, man, except for like sub 20 to 30 million market cap shitcoins. We'll talk about sports. We'll talk about, sometimes when Will is here, we attack the comment section, but we always have a great time. We hope you guys enjoy the content while we create it. But yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Not to forget Market Talk, a Twitter space hosted by the legendary King Wabi. We are live just about every single day, or every single weekday, that is, with the exception of today, Thursday, where we should have Market Rants with Wabi later on YouTube. So make sure to tune in for that as well. We're just pumping out all the content for you guys that we possibly can, but fear not. Fear not.
Tommy, have you seen this? Have you seen the new merch?
I hadn't seen the new merch, man.
And this, look at the Dr. Outlook.
Oh, I love the Dr. Outlook one, man.
Jackus, little Chef Jackus one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry if you guys hear a leaf blower in the courtyard of my apartment. I have the door open so my cat can hang out on the porch.
I might have to get one of these coffee mugs. You? Are you serious?
If you,
I would buy that.
I need a coffee mug that says good.
No.
Discord members know, but yeah, I didn't even see that we'd put this out, but I might have to cop one of those Dr. Outlook stickers, man. Those are kind of sick.
Oh,
Who could have foreseen?
who could have
foreseen? We do have the merch linked in the description of this YouTube video, I am assuming. So if you guys are interested in this, you can get it through the description of this video. But yeah, the noise outside my apartment is starting to get louder, so I'll go ahead and wrap things up, guys. That is it from us. We hope that you enjoyed the show. We'll be back again for another episode tomorrow. And as always, guys, stay safe and thanks again.